Oh, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Adventures with Parker. I'm Ryan Parker, and today we're talking about how I eat on the animal-based carnivore diet. Now, I've struggled with my weight my whole life, and with that comes depression, anxiety. I'm riddled with addiction as well, and I've finally cracked the code and I've finally figured out how my body works. I've been upwards up to 345 pounds. I've done every diet in the freaking book. I've been vegan, I've been vegetarian, I've been pescatarian. I've done small amount of calories every 2 hours with lots of exercise. Each has been successful, but nothing compares to what this diet, the animal-based carnivore diet, brings to the table. So on today's episode, I want to talk about what I eat during the week, because every week is about the same. And then I want to talk about where I source my food from. And then I also want to talk about how making this work for anybody. So what you see in front of me is exactly what I eat in a week. We're going to start off with what I do as soon as I wake up. Well, as soon as I wake up, I have 24 ounces of electrolyte water. I use Redmond's re-lyte. It's a salt mine out of Utah. They have really good electrolytes. So I pound 24 ounces of electrolyte water as soon as I wake up. Then I make some coffee. I have black coffee, then I add a little bit of butter, and then I add a little bit of whole milk. I add a little bit of fat in my coffee because our brains are 60%, 60% fat by weight. If you take all the water out of it, the ending result is 60% fat. Giving your body a little bit of fat in the morning gets things moving and it gets your brain firing. So after I make my coffee, I make my breakfast of champions smoothie. So here is me making my smoothie this morning. This recipe is freaking delicious. It tastes so good, it fills you up. So I use organic, pasture-raised, regenerative farm whole milk if I can't get raw milk. I have a local raw milk farm just down the road, and if I can't get that, then I go to the store and get the best whole milk that I can get. I also use organic blueberries. I use organic orange juice or oranges because it's orange season right now. December through March is when oranges ripen, and so nature wants us to eat oranges. They're there for a reason, so eat them up. I also put in 4 raw eggs. Now, some people might trip on that, most people do, but the bacteria is on the eggshell itself, and plus they're pre-washed. But if you just crack it and put it in the blender, just the egg portion and not the shell, you're going to be just fine. You're not going to get sick. I also add 2 huge scoops of whey protein. This is from NutriCost. It's one of the cleaner whey proteins that I can find. My mom actually found a cleaner one from Redmond's, the same place I get my salt from. I also add creatine, which is a good supplement, and then 2 other supplements I add to the shake because it's easy to drink that way. I'm going to have a whole separate video on supplementation. I'm going to break down all the supplements that I take. I use my meat and fat as my fuel source, and then I use plants and supplementation as my healing source. I hope that makes sense. So after the breakfast of champions, I am full. It takes me quite a while to drink this thing. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4". I'm 230 pounds now. And this shake is about 1,000 calories and about 100 grams of protein. I burn roughly 3,500 to 5,500 calories a day. So I shoot to eat roughly 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. So I knock out that 1,000 calories with the shake. And for my main meal, which I eat once a day, usually between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., I prioritize beef. During the week, Monday through Thursday, I eat ground beef and eggs. This is 1.5 pounds here. I eat 3 pounds during those 4 days, and I have 8 eggs, 4 eggs a day. So total, I'm eating 8 eggs between the smoothie and the ground beef and eggs. Then on the weekends are steak weekends. It's so much fun. Ribeyes are my favorite cut, nice and fatty. And so this is all the meat that I consume. And so this is very, very simple. I don't really have to think about it. I just pull a package of ground beef out of the freezer, let it defrost, cook it up the next day. It takes me about 25 minutes from start to finish. And that one package feeds me for 2 days. And then steaks, about the same time. I just throw my air fryer on and cook up the steak, whip up some scrambled eggs, and I'm good to go. That's it. That's all I eat. Oh, wait, my dessert. Dessert could be an apple or pear. Those are definitely desserts. I also eat local organic honey over cottage cheese. You don't know good culture cottage cheese is incredible. There's not a lot of crap in it, and it's organic. And so this is probably my favorite dessert right there. That's it. That's all I eat. And I'm melting away. And I'm building muscle. And I'm feeling great. This way of eating has changed my life, and I'm forever grateful for it. I have learned so much over these last 7 years of eating this way. I started in 2019, and the animal-based, meaning I eat 90% of my calories from animal foods, and then the last 10% comes from fruit, organic fruit, seasonal fruit. It's just the match made in heaven. I love it so much. I feel incredible, and I have all the results to prove it. If you haven't seen my old videos, I suggest you check out my playlist, Adventures with Parker 2026. I start right from the beginning, baseline. I'm doing DEXA scans. I'm doing blood work. I'm tracking all of my internal biomarkers to prove to the world that this way of eating is best for me. And if it's best for me, I guarantee you there's a lot of other people like me out there. All I got to say is give it a shot. Give it a shot, jump in, and get rid of all the processed crap and prioritize whole foods, just like the new food pyramid that came out. I've been eating like that for a long time now, and I'm really, really excited. I don't want to get political here, but the new food pyramid, as soon as I saw it, I was just like, yes, that's what I'm doing. Finally. Awesome. I'm really pumped to see how the nation changes, because we need to change. We're sick. We're unhealthy. We're toxic. And we can be so much better if we fuel ourselves better. As soon as you start eating real food, you start to feel better. And then you get more connected. Then all of a sudden you feel like yourself again, and you just want to be better. It's truly incredible. Now let's talk about where I get my food from. So I buy a half a cow a year. I buy it from a local farm. I get to go hang out with the cows. They're very healthy. I get to see what they eat. This farmer processes about 12 cows a year, and I get to talk directly with the butcher so he can cut all of my steaks and all of the tri-tips the way I like it. The cool thing about talking directly with the butcher is he puts all the organ meats in my ground beef. Super cheat code. So this beef is supercharged. It's so much cheaper to buy it in bulk. I'll break down the cost in another video, but I'm spending way less than I used to spend just eating normally. How much money do people spend on DoorDash? Just going out to have a simple meal at McDonald's, you're spending $20. This way of eating is pretty cheap. So I source my meat from a local farm, and then it's wintertime, so chickens aren't producing a lot of eggs. So I get my eggs from Costco, organic pasture-raised eggs. But I would rather source my eggs from a local farm, pasture-raised. Their shells are so much stronger. Their yolks are so much darker and oranger. Costco gets me by through the winter. And then organic blueberries come from Costco as well. Pretty much everything is from either Costco or a local farm. It's very important to support your local businesses and know where your food comes from. Have that connection, because quality food means quality energy. I'm very blessed and I'm so grateful for it. I can spend as much money as I want on food, and not everybody can, and I know that. So do what works best for you. Do you need to get grass-fed organic ground beef? No, you don't. You can get just regular old ground beef and regular eggs, and this will work like a charm. Regular ground beef and eggs are cheap, super cheap, very, very affordable. So do the best that you can afford. You can't afford organic pasture-raised milk? Just get whole milk. Simple as that. Get what you can afford and then watch it blossom. I love eating cold steak. So if you travel for work a lot, just bring cold steak with you and eat it. If you're a truck driver, I know you have refrigerators in your trucks. Just have some cold ground beef. It's pretty freaking delicious. I know it might sound crazy. You could even go to a fast food joint and find ground beef patties and cheese, and that will get you by. Yeah, as long as they're not cooked in seed oils. I know that McDonald's and Wendy's, they don't cook their beef in seed oils. So, just get 6 patties and some cheese. Done. I love In-N-Out. The Flying Dutchman. Oh, so good. Whenever I travel, I definitely get In-N-Out. 3 Flying Dutchmen with fried mustard. So good. So this is my foundation. This is what I rely on. When I travel, and I travel a lot, I get to splurge a little bit. I make the right choices, but I don't fear blowing up or having an issue because I'm incorporating healthy carbs and I have a well-balanced diet. I've changed my life for the better. I'm in the best shape of my life and I'm only getting stronger. And I want you to do the same. And I want you to thrive, and I want you to be excited and have that aliveness in you that maybe you're lacking right now. So this is the recipe for that. And it's quite simple. You can make it very affordable, and yeah, I really am rooting for you. I'm your biggest cheerleader, and I just really want to see you succeed. So that's all the time we got for today. Know that I love you oh so much. And I cannot wait to see you next week. Next week, we're going to be talking about supplementation, and I'm going to break down all the supplements that I take and why I take them. So yeah, that's all the time we got for today. Ryan Parker out. Peace.